Coffeezilla, save us. Coffeezilla. Coffeezilla, save us. A pump and dump. A rug pool. And the like one of the most serious broadcasters of markets is covering it in this way. Like CNBC is supposed to be a serious organization. It's like if the Financial Times wrote the article on Trump's pump and dump and didn't call it a scam and instead talked about it like there was some serious value attached to this. What is going on? I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. I don't know what's happening. What is going on? What's going on? Also, the other side of the story that this is also funny. 2 hours after performing a very energetic sermon at the inauguration, Pastor Lorenzo Sewell has now launched a crypto token. Like everyone's doing it. Everyone is doing it. Now, I want to point to something else here. Okay, fuck the Nelk boys. I don't care about this anymore. Where is it? Melania coin also happened. Trump dump begin, $75 to $45. It's gone down even further. Oh, this dude aped $1 million into Trump and turned it into $120 million. He transferred a bunch of accounts, sold some, but is holding the majority, it seems. Okay. Now, people are talking about this stuff, like looking at the crypto wallets, like tracking crypto wallets to see who's making money and how much money they're making. This person responds and says, I think it's underrated how much this kind of stuff is created in young people, the sense that everything is fake and stupid and wealth is typically achieved at random. Now, what I wanted to say about this in particular is that I saw that Gen Z is more money motivated and like cares more about money and wealth than every other previous generation. And this is something that I have seen as well. It's something that really bothers me in my own little corner of the internet where I see a lot of stuff from a lot of content creators who are much younger than myself, who are like in this space, and they do these like demonstrations of wealth, you know, like, yo, I got my money up, that kind of thing, right? And instead of people responding to that negatively, I think Gen Z likes that shit, and it always weirds me out. It's something that I talked about before with like XQC flexing his wallet and being like, I got your house on my wrist. And I don't know if it's because I'm just too woke, or I don't know if it's because I am too old and I just simply don't understand it. But I think it is a dire situation. This paired up with the reality that upward social mobility through normal means like going to college and getting a job and, you know, being able to purchase a house and being happy and financially secure is seemingly a dream that will never happen. I think a lot of people, a lot of younger people have completely dropped that notion because it's impossible to achieve. Okay, you bought a Porsche Taycan and streamed it. First of all, I didn't buy it. I leased it. Secondly, that was fucking 3 years ago. And last but not least, it is a dentist car. You're comparing me going and leasing a dentist car to people who literally flex their watches that are 8 times the value, not of the lease, mind you, 8 times the value of the car in general. How the fuck can you make this goddamn comparison? Who cares? Most people can't afford that. You are a fucking moron if you think that was me flexing my wealth, okay? Jesus Christ. The guy that cleans my teeth has the same car. Yeah. You could say that about a fucking Acura. Most people can't afford that either, dumbass. The fuck do you mean? Yeah, I bought a house too. You want to get mad about that? Like, it wasn't even supposed to be a flex, mind you. I can't believe this dude is. I can't believe this motherfucker is still complaining about me leasing a fucking dentist car. Oh my God. Bro, quit saying it's a dentist car. You drive one of the most expensive car brands available. It is quite literally the car mostly owned by dentists. That's why I'm calling it a dentist car. Not only that, okay. Like, take it up with the dentists, not me, okay? Wasn't your house purchase supposed to be a semi-secret? Of course, I didn't want to be fucking doxxed before I even moved into this house where my family lives. What are you talking about? Yes, it wasn't. It wasn't supposed to be a flex. Anyway. Also, I didn't even purchase it. I fucking leased it. And if you think that it's one of the most expensive cars readily available, you're out of your mind. Okay. Now, the point isn't a car I leased in 2021. The point I'm trying to make is that people flex, like people genuinely flex a lot of wealth. And I think Gen Z, more than any other generation, responds to that positively. And I don't like that. I think it's dire. The situation is dire. Like the Andrew Tates of the world. You know what I mean? Like, look at me, I have a Bugatti. That immediately is like a positive thing. There should not be a positive association with that. Does that make sense? And I think the reason why they have this like hyper focus on wealth and getting their money up and not their funny up and doing all these schemes is because normal means of having like a reasonable middle class existence is impossible. It's just impossible. And in the absence of that possibility, people just look to these like get rich quick schemes and oftentimes end up losing a lot more than they could potentially gain as well. Did you ever give a full MTV Cribs type tour of the house? Fuck no. Are you crazy? Dude, I did that one time, okay? The unlimited amount of access that I gave to my audience bit me in the ass dramatically. People 4 years later are still talking about how I'm flexing that I leased a Porsche. What are you talking about? That was a major mistake. Why would you ask that again? No. And it's not like I'm saying I'm broke. I've never said that either. Well, when I was broke, I did say I was broke, which is kind of funny because people, it's kind of funny because people still, that Charlie Kirk video got recirculated recently back when in like 2016 or whatever, 2017, when I debated him at Politicon. And I was talking about how I made $65,000 a year at the Young Turks. And people in the comments were like, look at this rich asshole lying. Yeah. Can you imagine lying about your salary? You live in a $3 million house. It's like, dude, that's time. It changes. Okay. That was fucking, at this point, almost 8 years ago. Yes. Time has changed. Hassan, please stop yelling at everyone who asks you a question. I'm not. Am I yelling? $65,000 is amazing. Okay, I'm done. We're not talking about Talking about how much, yes, $65,000 in Los Angeles is not amazing. You're wrong. Okay. In any case, yeah, I do. Yeah. First of all, guys, newsflash, this might come as a surprise to you, but I'm financially very successful. Okay. I have 50,000 subscribers. Okay. It's not hidden. I don't know if you know this or not, but I've been one of the most subscribed channels on this platform for many years at this point. Okay. This is not a flex. It's just what it is. Okay. That's it. Hero of Zoe, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. My point is, it's not like this is not a hidden secret. Like, you're not unearthing some secret thing when you make this assumption. When you're like, oh, you wear expensive shit sometimes. Not jewelry, but sometimes I wear clothing that is expensive. You know what I mean? It's true. I do. It is well within my means. You know what I mean? My goal is, and my hope is, that we can redesign society so you can also have more financial freedoms. So you also don't have to fucking worry about dumb shit. Man, this is just asking to get clipped. I know. How do you keep yourself grounded? I feel like rich people often get out of touch with the reality with regular people. I don't know. Well, the number one thing is that I don't actually change anything that I do in my life. When I was dead broke, I was streaming. Now that I'm not, I'm still doing the exact same thing. I spend 8 to 10 hours a day doing the exact same thing for the past 6 years. Haven't stopped, regardless of my finances. So I think that's one of the major reasons. It's not like with my wealth, I've grown expensive taste and I just go yachting or whatever the fuck. I don't do anything else. This is all I do. This is what I like to do. This is what I get a lot of fulfillment out of. I'm about to go to Japan with a bunch of my friends. And when I'm there, I'm going to be streaming at 5 a.m. Tokyo time so that I can still cover the fucking news in Japan. And that is what, in some ways, financial stability and wealth offers me. The opportunity to be able to travel, but then also still maintain the same stream schedule that I have. Okay? So that's it. You could admit that nobody can afford to live in Hollywood. I don't have a problem with that. But what? But I don't have a problem that you do live there, but you pretend like it's normal. What? When I was nowhere near as financially successful as I was living in the same exact neighborhood. I don't know if you know that. You can still rent. You know? There's apartments everywhere. Hollywood is a fucking expensive location. Yeah, it is. Also, there's still readily available, cheaper alternatives, but it's still, of course, going to be more expensive than Birmingham. But that's not my fault. I didn't make the housing market. What do you want me to do? I don't know what's happening. I love that I just started talking about Gen Z's hyper focus on wealth, and the conversation immediately turns to, you're a rich socialist. Like, I am, dude, and I'm not a socialist. How about that? Fuck socialism. I love capitalism. What changes? Nothing. My argument doesn't change, and my value set doesn't change. Okay, there you go. Who cares? You know what I mean? It's so weird. Where like 90% of my advocacy around the housing market is about clawing the housing prices down. And motherfuckers will be like, they'll act like I'm the one who signed into law that we just can never have more readily available housing supply. I'm not your enemy, okay? But yeah, as far as what's going on, I will do more news coverage tomorrow. I'm tired. Um, you know. So I'm gonna end it here. But I'll be back tomorrow. Oh my god, Kaya immediately gets up when the song starts. You are such a little lady. Little lady. Oh, she knows. She knows the stream is over. Anyway, love you guys. You have no one to protect you but yourselves and your neighbors. Who knows what will happen tomorrow? But I will be there to cover it, as always.